Check it out. One, two, 1, 2. Oh boy. Let's go. I'll give y'all a few minutes to get in here. Give y'all a few minutes to get in here. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. I'm gonna go live on Instagram. Let's go. Put a 1 in the chat. What's up, Tux? Another assistant had flipped on Diddy. Make sure y'all, the super chat is either hit the super chat or the Cash App. The Cash App is $HeavenHollywood. Another assistant flips on Diddy. And she has been identified. She's been identified. So a lot of people thought it was going to be Christina Corum, which I thought it was going to be Christina Corum as well. Turns out that it's not Christina Corum, it's another assistant, Sarah Snedeker. She's in there trying to be, trying to hide from Diddy because she's ashamed that she now flipped on Diddy. Sarah Snedeker. That's her. Let me flip the camera so y'all can see. Sarah Snedeker is the anonymous Mia. Going as Mia. She was actually the first person that Cassie was seen with right after Diddy's arrest in September 2024. He was actually at one time going to do a sitcom about this broad. So Diddy lets another white woman turn on him. He was going to make a sitcom about her at one point. Let me see. See if I can turn around. There she is. There she is with Cassie. He was going to make a sitcom about her at one point. She was running his Revolt Films. And he was going to make a sitcom about her on Revolt Films. Make sure y'all hit the like button coming through. Also, make sure you share the stream. Push it through the algorithm. Hit the likes, please. Thumbs up as soon as you come through the door. I only see one like. Y'all need to, please. Hit the like button. It's free. You can support the channel. If you're not going to send in a Cash App or send in a super chat, at least hit the like button when you come through the door, please. If you can hear me, please press 1. Talks already press 1. Here she is. That's the one who's testifying today, allegedly, under a pseudonym of Mia. So let me go to inner city from, once again, it's going to be another testimony about Puff's violence, beating up Cassie, beating up this person. Mia is saying that he was violent with her. Just everything is about violence, putting hands on her, putting hands on Cassie, controlling Cassie's finances. I mean, this whole entire case is built around Cassie's civil suit. You had a Deontay Nash come out earlier. He is a you remember seeing Cass? They're going to be testifying. She's going to probably testifying for the rest of the week. They're going to probably go over every single thing that happened with Cassie and this guy, Deontay Nash. It was also exposed that two more men Cassie was involved with, a football player and a basketball player. She involved with a basketball player named Brandon. Please hit the like button coming through the door. And y'all can please press 1 if you can hear me clearly. Because we're going to be going over some of these things in the tweets. I'm going to be putting the screen on and so y'all can see what I see. Okay? So apparently all of their ice during break ran up to Chung Ice case. Oh, so crazy, man. Thank you, Jamoki Fuller. I'm going to be calm still. So Brian Steele is going to be doing the cross examination. I mean, Brian Steele, they said, was falling asleep yesterday. I mean, my goodness. Diddy, man, he wasn't falling asleep on Young Thug, but you falling asleep on Diddy. Diddy's probably like, what the hell I pay all these lawyers for? You got Donaldson, who's been absolutely awful. Agnafilio has got nothing done. They've shut down everything he's tried. He hasn't even really used Teddy Garagos. He hasn't really used Nicole Westmoreland. He only used Nicole Westmoreland one time, and she was the most successful cross-examiner. I thought that he'd be using her way more. And here's another woman that he's going to be using a man on. What's up, Marcel? So Diddy's lawyers, they don't even have the proper, the prosecution has the witnesses set up right behind each other that they can corroborate each other's story. That's the reason why they have these people set up, the way they do. They had Cassie leading off, and then everybody that can corroborate Cassie's story, they bring behind Cassie one by one. This whole RICO is going to be based on what they can prove that Diddy did to Cassie and used Bad Boy Entertainment money to fund freak-offs and to fund the crimes or whatever they committed. And then he used coercion and threatening and blackmail to have his employees help cover up the crimes that he was committing. And that's how they're going to get the RICO. So this guy, Nash, that was on there, he was trying to go viral. I stopped reading his testimony. He's up there, cracking jokes, trying to make hot takes. He's trying to have people go after him, be like, "Oh, you were so funny in the Diddy trial. Oh, I'm gonna follow you. Oh, you did that, and you sent Diddy under." So you have Mia right? Donaldson, Judge, okay. So when Mia came on, Puff's house, went home. How did you have to return? I didn't take a nap. I didn't want to risk it. This is when she first got hired. Right? She says, where did you start? I started at his Alpine, New Jersey home. Right? Let me see here. Let me show y'all. Here's what it says. This is when she first started. Where did you start? His Alpine, New Jersey house. I was there all day. Then where? Back to the office for a few hours more. Then I was told Puff wanted me to come to the studio. How long were you there? Until 1 p.m. the next day. So now they're trying to put out the long hours, without being paid or what have you. How much sleep did you get during your 24 hours on the job? I didn't. I took it as a challenge. Did you ever see Mr. Combs on a movie set? Yes, everyone would be nervous. He would insert himself. What was his role with respect to Cassie's appearance? He was in charge of it, so they're going to say now, oh, he was on the movie sets. He's making all the decisions, right? Here she's talking about what he wrote to Stephen Hill from BET. So, what's up? What's up, P? So this is yet another witness, and again, this person, Sarah Snedeker, this is her. This is her. If you remember her, here she is here too. One of Diddy's right-hand woman, and she is now flipped on Diddy, just like Capricorn Clark did. Now Sarah Snedeker, and we haven't even seen Christina Coram. I find it hard to believe if they got Capricorn Clark and Sarah Snedeker, Christina Coram was like his right-hand woman. She was chief of staff. Yes, so this is Mia. This is Mia. And they said she's in the courthouse. She's answering the questions with her head down. She don't want people to see it, but it's already been determined that this is her. All they had to do is say work for Revolt Films, and we look up Puffy assistant Revolt Films, and here this is who comes up. And like I said, if you notice, she was the person who was right behind. She was sitting with Cassie, talking with Cassie, and she said she's still good friends with Cassie. She was sitting with Cassie the day after the first time you seen Cassie, after Diddy was arrested. Here's her and Cassie sitting in New York together. Here's her and Puff together. He was going to go and make a sitcom about this broad, a comedy sitcom called The Hustle. Unbelievable. Capricorn Clark with pretty damaging testimony. Then they had this gay dude named something Nash. He was talking about he's the one who hooked her up with Michael B. Jordan. And when they said, why you worked for Bad Boy and hooked up with Michael B. Jordan, he said, oh, please, it's Michael B. Jordan. You can't blow that. And they said, what about a basketball player? Oh, you mean a cute little basketball player? Like, what's up, Bobby Ruffin? Crazy. Donaldson was talking. What was Capricorn's role in 2011 in mixtape? She was gone. What did she work on? Was there. Maybe a photo shoot you guys showed yesterday. I learned a lot from Capricorn, actually. Yep. Absolutely crazy. And he asked him, does he remember the football and basketball player? He said he did. He said he got her hooked up with Michael B. Jordan. Mia is still Puff. It says here, Hal told you to clean the rooms, Puff in the office. It was standard to sweep the room so no housekeeper can sell something to TMZ. How were the rooms destroyed? Candle wax everywhere. I've seen broken glass, sometimes blood, oils on walls. Do you remember seeing Cassie at the London Hotel in New York? I bought something to the room. Opened the door. She was wearing a bright blue wig. How did she appear? Like she was struggling. I asked, are you good? She closed the door. Of course, these people have all been coached by the prosecution. If you notice, they all have the same story. They're all answering the questions the same way. Diddy's got to get on the stand. To me, that's his only hope. He's gonna have to get on the stand and hope for a miracle because he's being coached. They're being coached by the prosecution, and they all got the same answers. They all got the same answers. Mm-hmm. Now I told him to. I want to keep on schedule. So Brian Steele is gonna probably be doing the cross-examination on this person, Mia. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Coming through the door. What injury did you see? A busted lip. She was injured. Where were you? In a hotel room with Larry Sims, her hairstylist. Did you learn how she got the injuries? Cass has an audio recording of Puff attacking her. Unbelievable. How did Cassie sound on the audio recording? Objection overruled. I heard the sound of someone getting hit. Did you go to the events, the premiere of Brad Pitt's movie Killing Me Softly? What happened at the premiere? Puff was digging his nails into her arm and talking low. What would Mr. Combs ask you to do? Take care of her. I bring her arnica gel. For what? For bruises. He's done. He's done. Just doing way too much. Like you was constantly just beating this girl, then beating her in public, right? And then she's got audio of you beating her, like just doing way too much. December 22nd, 2011. At Puff's house, the mood was darker than normal. This was more of like Puff was upset. What did he tell him? That Cass had been talking to somebody else. That was a Kid Cudi, I believe. Who? Kid Cudi. So everybody knew that she was talking to Kid Cudi. And this is what Capricorn was talking about yesterday. How was he? He seemed heartbroken. It was ominous. I never witnessed Cass to do something to really cause him to be upset. I felt something bad would happen. Did you then see her in a black car with Capricorn clock? So all these people saw all this happen. They were all around during this time. Like I said, man, sounds like to me is just more coaching by the prosecution. They're all being coached. Did you reach out to anyone? Yes, to D-Rock. So Mia reached out to D-Rock too? Like Capricorn Clark said? What they're doing is they're all going over each other's testimony. The defense is allowing too much to go on. The defense is allowing too much to go on. I would take a swing of the fence and listen. This is gonna be a mistrial, or else we're gonna try to get another judge, or we're gonna take this. If he loses this case, we're gonna appeal, and try to get a mistrial due to the fact of the way you're treating him. Oh, I wrote to D-Rock. I'm worried about P. This feels different. Hit this email when you get it. Love you. Were you romantically involved with D-Rock? Definitely not. That's just how we talked. Love you, she said. Let's talk about the hotel nights. What was your role? I would sometimes take them there, unpack, set up. Capricorn Clark said she did the same thing. So who was doing it? Her or Capricorn Clark? I would have to be like on cell essentially, and clean up before housekeeping. I would bring his lotions and potions. I thought the Capricorn Clark did that. Astroglide. Notice how they all say the same thing. They all have the same lingo. Astroglide and candles. Some of them cheap Glade candles without the label on it. They had to be white. What else would you bring to the hotel? Anything he forgot at the house? Food, money? How much? Like thousands of dollars? See, that's how they're going to say, oh, he was using bad boys' money to fund the free costs. Do you remember Cassie at the London Hotel? Oh, she was struggling. Of course, they're going to keep saying, oh, she was struggling. She didn't want to do that. This is crazy. What's this? A photo of Cassie eating a hot dog at the premiere of her movie? The Perfect Match. She has bruising under her makeup. I took this photo. Any other injuries covered up on the red carpet? Hey, what's up, Sexy 60? Did you ever call police? No, why not? I believe Puff authority was above the police. This was before social media and Me Too. There were no examples of people standing up. I thought it was under the confidentiality deal with Puff's business. We got onto paddle boards and went out on the water. Puff was on the beach screaming at us. It was flat and we went out far. Puff got small and small on the beach. The sky got dark. She said, what do you remember about running? I remember being amazed that even while running fast, we could be attacked by bugs. I have another visual of where we were hiding, of us trying to escape, like 2 separate times. Wow. Cash ran in saying, you've got to help me. He's going to kill me. What did you do? We started pushing furniture in front of the door to try to block it. Puff was banging and screaming. I had a porch that went out to the beach. We ran. So now you ran out to the beach because Puff was chasing her. You were speaking about violence between Mr. Colvin and Cassie. Have you traveled to Turks and Caicos? To Parrot Key twice in 2012. Me, Puff, and Cassie. So you, Puff, and Cassie. Then what? Then Capricorn was saying it was her and Cassie. So what time is it? How many assistants does he have? And how many of y'all got to see all of this? You were saying yesterday that the stylist was saying he saw everything. And Puffy jumped on him. They're all saying that Puff beat them up. Not even just the girlfriends. They're all saying that Puff beat them up as well. We have subpoenaed from Verizon phone records. Ms. Garagos has agreed that if your honor finds them admissible, you can give them to us and we to them. Puffy's attorney just agreeing with every damn thing. Just agreeing with everything. They trying to be nice. Meanwhile, the prosecution is playing dirty. And Puffy's lawyers can't match their dirtiness. He's gonna go to jail. They can't. They're not being as dirty as you. Gotta play dirty with the government. You gotta play dirty, or else you don't have a shot. Did you do drugs before you were at Mr. Combs? No. And after, yes, MDMA. Puff gave it to me. So she's making it seem as though she didn't do drugs before Puffy. Puff gave it to me. He said that I was now part of the Breakfast Club. What did he mean? The Cool Club, he said. His MDMA was pure. I felt like I was now a friend hanging out, and I could enjoy myself. Did you take ketamine? Yes, at Burning Man. So all of these people try to act like they didn't do drugs before they met Puffy. So you meeting one person can't make you start doing drugs. You have had it or tried it before. We were partying on a tour bus. We had the blackout shades down. He had drugs on plates. I tried to say no. What happened? Puff wouldn't let it go. It turned a little more serious that I was going to mess up the whole vibe. I tried to fake take it. He got close to my face and humiliated me. How? He separated out a dose and made me snort it. I didn't want to fall into the K-hole. I seen a person. It looked like an exorcism. Did you want to take ketamine? I didn't feel like I had a choice. Was this some evil sex cult thing? Company resources used to set up sex escapades? No. Crazy. Crazy. He's screwed, man. Like you know, you all of the violence. Like if you, like I said, if you were just doing the free calls, if you were just doing the free calls, they wouldn't have a RICO charge on you. If you were just going weekly, doing free calls, just being freaky with Cassie, right? Then they wouldn't have a RICO on him. Right? But because you are using violence and you're using them to cover up the violence and covering up Cassie's bruises, and she's going everywhere, got bruises on her face. Yeah, you're gonna definitely go down. All of these people are now flipping on you. All these people are flipping on you, my G. Crazy. Unbelievable. Hit the like button. Come to the door. I need all the people that's in here. I need y'all to hit the like button. Send this through the algorithm. We were talking here about Mia, who is underneath a pseudonym at the puppy trial. I swear, I'm so over this Diddy trial. This is gonna probably be the last day me covering because I don't see any way how. I think it's just a waste of time that they're gonna go. The only thing that I see that can save him is him taking the stand. Anything other than that, they're just bringing on person after person that's corroborating he's violent. He uses violence to coax people, and he was funding the freak offs with his government, with his company money, and even though they came on their own free will, they still consider that prostitution. Now they always could have said no, that's all right, I don't want to do it, but they didn't. They did it, and now they're saying it's prostitution. You know, but At the end of the day, he has nobody to blame but himself. Like you should know the people that you're hiring. You should know the people that you're hiring, right? And these people that you was hiring to do this, if you weren't if you weren't so in the closet and mysterious about your freakish ways or whatever, you could have had your day ones covering for you. They'll never flip on you, right? And day ones won't flip on you, but you don't have your day ones. You got people that you met or hired in the industry. At the end of the day, they're gonna save their own ass. Now, if you had your baby mamas or people who you grew up with, if you had them, that's a little something different. But you're getting people that you're meeting in the industry. And if it comes down to them or you, and the feds tell them, hey, we're going to prosecute you if you don't give up the goods, they're gonna turn on you. Right? And that's exactly what they're doing. All these assistants that he had, they're all turning on him, and then they're gonna send him to jail. And they're gonna, they're all gonna come up there and say, "Oh, we're afraid of our life, so that's the reason why we're coming anonymous." It's crazy how everything is all great, but then when the money stops coming in, everything isn't great. HR said that I was going to be suspended without pay. That's what Puff wanted. Where were you when he threw a computer at you in a trailer? Swizz Beats was there. You see how they mentioned they're throwing people's name into it. Swizz Beats was there. The Wi-Fi was broken, and I went looking to it. So she's saying that Swizz Beats saw you get beat. No pun intended. I came back and said we're working on it. What did Mr. Combs do? I said I should talk to Bill Gates if I had to. Then he threw his computer at my head. Hard. It just missed me. I ran and hid behind the luggage. I mean, why are all these grown ass people running and hiding like children from one man? Like all y'all was that scared of like, well, y'all was so y'all was afraid that this high profile celebrity was going to unalive y'all and then what? Go to jail for the rest of his life and his career is over? So y'all really felt as though he was going to unalive you. I mean, I just can't take it anymore with these grown ass adults. Oh, I ran and ran in behind the luggage. Like, what? Second or third person that said that. If a grown man is putting his hands on me and I don't know him, you think I'm gonna keep working for him? And these people kept working for him or came back. You're that hard up for money? Like you're that hard up to be in the industry that you will literally sell your soul. You'll literally take as many beatings. Yeah, that would be the day my boss. You'll tell me that's like if you were working for customer service, would you allow your boss to come swing on you? No, you wouldn't. You're working for freaking the cable company. Imagine if the boss came in there and oh, you failed that call and then smacked you. Or banged your head up against. Are you gonna sit in the chair crying? May I help you? Can I help you? Thank you for calling Cable Vision. Can I help you? You're gonna go on to the next call and keep working there. All of these people are being coached by the government. They meet 3 or 4 times with them. They meet 3 or 4 times with them, so they all know what to say. The defense should be bringing that up, but they're not. So I don't know whether they believe as though this is over How did you feel? I wondered, what did I do to make him like this? Why did he fire me? Did he hurt you? Turk and Caicos, and after revolt officers. So now every single time they say, they already know what they're going to say. That's why they're asking them these questions like this, because they've already spoken to them. After revolt officers, where were you at Turk's? A hammock by my room. Puff dumped a bucket of ice on me, screaming. Dude's a menace. He's a menace. Then Puff took my phone. I didn't want him to see it. The team, we messaged about his moods. I didn't want him to see it, so I jumped on his back. What did he do? He threw me back into the pool. So y'all are doing all this stuff. Y'all are getting beat up by your boss and allowing him to do it. I mean, this is crazy. Somebody said, so if I'm the jury now, I'm sitting there like, so you still work for this man till he sacked y'all and y'all still came back and contacted him like you miss him and all, and I don't know, being told he did RICO, abused a woman for 11 years with a handful of incidents in that period? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Anyway, let me go on to the Tory Lanez thing. I'm like so over this whole Diddy situation. There's no way they're gonna let him win. They're not, he's in a position where they have to win now because they told everybody that this was worse than Epstein and 1,000 barrels of baby oil and all this stuff. So now they have to make sure that they win. They got to make sure that they win now. So now it's so-called new evidence. Now, Tory Lanez's legal team has just dropped a full presentation in response to the claim by Megan's team. And it includes never before seen evidence that was allegedly suppressed at trial and hidden from the public. A website to prove his innocence with videos and what they're calling suppressed evidence. Wow. So it says, fact check list. Megan told police and doctors she stepped on glass, not shot. Video and officers contain Megan stepped on a glass bottle, not hit by gunfire. Video and officers concerned that was not a glass bottle. That was plastic. Sean Kelly testified 2 women fought in the street. One fired first. Tory was still in the car. Kelsey tested positive for gunshot residue. Her DNA was never tested again. Kelsey received free rent for a year after the shooting. Who paid and why? EJ said an object in the girl's luggage looked like a gun. Megan claims she spoke out in response to Tory, but the timeline proves she went public first. Tory's DNA was not found on the magazine. Only 0.1 of the gun, statistically irrelevant. 90% of the DNA on the gun belonged to an unknown male, not Tory. Tory's jail call apology was about the drama of sleeping with two friends, not a shooting. Tory repeatedly said, I would never do anything like this. No bullet fragments on x-rays, no nerve damage, fractures, or joints. And so now let's see. I don't know what they're talking about here. They're saying she stepped on glass. I don't know, man. Like, yeah, but that doesn't prove anything. So, but Megan's already said she told them she didn't get shot. So I don't know how this is new evidence. Like, and this thing here is not a glass bottle. This fell out of the car. This fell out of the car, and on top of that, listen. All right. So this is supposed to be the new evidence, so they say. If you take a look at the car, right? When she opens up the car door, a bottle falls out of the car. Now, if this was glass, when it fell out of the car, it would have broke. And if she just stepped on the glass this way, and it would have shattered her foot like that, you would have seen her squinch or do something. Right? So let's see if y'all can see. She opens up the door and something comes out of the door. You see that? That is not glass. First of all, if you step on a bottle, right? If you step on a bottle, it's going to make a much louder sound than that. And this was, when she opened up the door, the plastic came, the thing fell out of the car. I mean, they've already shown this. They've already shown this. You see what I'm saying? So here's the thing. They're saying that, oh, she stepped on glass. You know, but then you're saying that the guy testified and said that he saw the girl shooting. right? So which one was it? Onto a broken glass alcohol bottle. It was not. Officers point to it, and you can see bloody footprints next to it. They confirm witnessing her step on the bottle, but she just said she cut her foot where she was coming from. Yeah, this one in custody for right now. She's in custody because she's not a victim of a shooting. Is this the one in custody? Sergeant states Megan will remain in custody because she is not considered a shooting victim at that point. I had another cut on my right foot. I just stepped on glass the other day. At the hospital, Megan told officers that the injuries on her left foot were from stepping on glass and mentioned that the cuts on her right foot were from previous incident days earlier. Megan's team is also accused of altering text messages that were allegedly sent by Kelsey Harris to Justin Edison. The versions shared with the public included the phrase "and handle me," a line that does not appear in the original message submitted into evidence. Independent witness Sean Kelly told investigators and later testified under oath that he saw two women fighting and said that a woman fired the gun while Tory, the sort of black guy, was still in the back seat. In his original statement, Kelly said Tory tried to take the gun. Take the gun away from the woman, which is consistent with sworn testimony from Tory's driver bodyguard Jaquan Smith and Kelsey's trial bodyguard Bradley James. Wow. Crazy. So, Megan, the only one in full story. I trust Megan. The guy saying he couldn't see S, this not evidence, is giving paid. Why didn't all this evidence work in court, though? What's the general public supposed to do with this info? Anyway, this is crazy. I'm going to do a video on this, a full video on this. Make sure you'll go to the IENetwork to check it out. I'm going to get up out of here, man, and go rock this video. We'll finish up with the Diddy trial tomorrow, maybe, because I'm quite over it now.